I thought I was attending a ceremony. I didn't realize I was stepping into a living memory. Happy Memorial Day to those who celebrated it over the weekend. I didn't grow up with Memorial Day traditions, so when I was invited to attend the ceremony, I decided to show up and experience it firsthand. So I attended a Flags for Heroes event that was hosted by Rotary Clayton. I went into it without the usual reference points, and honestly, I didn't fully know what to expect. What I did know was simple. I wanted to learn. I wanted to witness and watch. I wanted to understand how Americans feel on this day, and I wanted to acknowledge the memories of current and past heroes. It reminded me in some ways of Australia's ANZAC Day. Different history and details, but a similar core of remembrance, respect, and community. One thing you may not know about me is that I used to be part of a Rotary group in high school through what it was called an Interact Club. That connection made the experience feel even more meaningful because it wasn't just about American tradition I was observing, it was also a familiar community spirit. I recognized that day, the sky felt like it was cooperating with the moment. The clouds hung overhead as if they were holding themselves up on purpose, keeping the temperature cool and giving us shade at that time. When I arrived at the location, I saw a strong local presence. Police officers, fire departments, military individuals, retired and current people in uniforms, residents, Rotarians, all there together. What stood out immediately was that it wasn't one demographic or one age group. People show up across generations, from young kids who were watching and observing to retired veterans who carried the day differently. With a quiet weight and dignity you can feel even when nobody says a word. The ceremony itself was heartfelt and it ran well. It was organized, respectful, and emotionally grounded without being performative. One of the moments that stayed with me was the moment we were meant to put up the flags. In unity, the crowds moved together to place them, following the truck that carried them. There was an energy that, in that moment, not loud, not flashy, but steady and shared, like everyone was participating in something larger than themselves. Everyone moved in unity. Everyone just understood the task of that day. Watching people coordinate without ego, without needing recognition, reminded me what purpose looks like when it's not tied to profit or personal gain. It felt like a collective decision to honor memory in a tangible way, and it made the whole day feel real, not abstract. And then there was the weather again. Almost like nature was paying attention. The rain held off, the heat stayed away, and at one point, we were given a rainbow. So clear you could see each individual colors. I'm not claiming any certainty about what that means beyond how it felt at that moment, but the experience landed like a kind of quiet affirmation. The day mattered. The ceremony mattered. And the people who showed up mattered. For someone like me, who has no known family members who served in the military, it would be easy to think I'm on the outside of this kind of remembrance. But I don't believe you need a personal connection to respect sacrifice. And you don't need a family history to feel gratitude for the freedoms and peace that others helped protect. My first Memorial Day wasn't about pretending I fully understood everything. It was about showing up with respect, listening, observing, and letting the experience teach me, even as a foreigner. So I'll leave you with this. Whether Memorial Day has been part of your life forever or whether you're experiencing it in a newer way, I think there is a value in pausing long enough to remember what it's really about and in choosing to honor it with intention for you. Now, if this episode resonates with you, please like it, share it with someone who would appreciate this perspective, and comment, what does Memorial Day mean to you? I read comments and it helps more than you can imagine. So thanks for listening to the Solo to Entrepreneur show. This is Lorraine Chai signing out, and I'll see you in the next episode.